Okay, so the time is about 8:15, actually 8:16 Pacific time, and the date is April 23rd, of course, 2024. And my question, using the Kipper, Ciro Marchetti's Fundicical End of the Century Kipper, is, will David Pecker, gotta love the names, will David Pecker throw Trump under the bus? Will David Pecker throw Trump under the bus? Right there. Ooh, okay. Courthouse. Well, there's something discovery, or some important discovery there. Yeah, well, I think the train's left the station, that he's in for a very painful loss if he doesn't do something. Oh, yeah, he wants to escape. Yeah. Okay. So he has legal strategy, worried about money. Here's the investigation. Here's his karma, and literally I know that these are looms, weaving looms, but this could be the printing press. He's thinking about his long-term future. Yeah, his security. There's his inner circle. Here he is. All of these cards are coming up behind him. He's worried about change. Well, this is really interesting. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to have to keep going a little further. I thought this could be really fast. Okay, if you're pressed for time, the short answer is yes. He will give it up. He will give it up. This is my answer card here. Ooh, yeah, because he's afraid of either being restricted to the max or literally spending some time in the big house. Okay, but the story's going to go at least, well, let's say if I'm right, okay? We'll watch later today, or whenever I have time I'll watch, and you guys can always let me know where I got it right and where I missed some things, or maybe I didn't get the cards to line up right. Of course, I can blame that on my guides, can't I? Anyway, our courthouse card being the center, definitely indicates that this is charges being pressed against him, or the judicial process that could leave him with charges being pressed against him. This is our court hearing, okay, where important decisions, important discoveries are going to be made that will later on be a decision. You can see the papers, right? We've got documentary evidence here being brought forth. And he wants to be out of this huge entanglement. It's been weighing on him. These cards are knitting together here. It's been weighing on him immensely. He's worried about being trapped. And this is his karma. He has everything coming to him that's coming, and more, but probably he'll get away with some. But when it comes to his loyalty to Trump, I have 0 loyalty cards here, okay? I'll show you. Loyalty would be here, would be the lovers, and then possibly the teamwork card as well. The one where they're meeting together. Didn't come through. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. He's looking forward to meetings, most likely with his attorneys. He has all this strategy coming up behind him, but the problem is, well, he has strategy, but his strategy won't work well because there's all this documentary evidence, and that can really change his future. And it goes right into the heart of his inner circle, his home life. Yeah, he's not a good dude. So yeah, and it's going to be proven that he was just a big old whole bag for Trump. Um, yeah, because now, and they're also trying to prove Trump's intent, of course, and it's important to notice or to remember that, at least from what I gathered from watching Rachel and everyone last night, go over everything, that David Pecker did not promote Trump. David Pecker had this belief that whatever was on the front page was enough, and that sold copies or not, because of course they'd sit in the stands when you're going up to buy food, grocery stores, all that. Nobody would probably pick the thing up and buy it. They might look at it a little bit, or not even that, but notice the cover. And the important thing to remember is that David Pecker had this, they're going to prove, the important discovery will be that they're going to prove that he had this strategy to just take in money, and he never ran anything about Trump on the front cover until Trump gave him some money. Then I guess Trump didn't pay him for one portion that he should have paid him for, which is another reason he would flip on him. Here's a flippage card here. And then, of course, if I were to keep going, the other one was, I thought it was right. Oh, no, it was poverty. It's right here. These are the two flipping cards. Okay. So, one or the other is good enough. This is like the Six of Pentacles in the tarot, if you're learning Kipper. So anyway, giving to get. So he's going to be giving to stay free. And but the way it looks to me like it's going to go is that they're going to prove that he took a lot of money from Trump and created, the covers for Trump only right around the election, right around the 2016 election. He didn't do it before. Before that, it was all about, what he did for Trump was also to put a bunch of dirt that was not even true, a bunch of lies out about Hillary. So they're going to prove all that, his grifting. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I thought I had this all the way down. I'm waiting for... That's a ringer. I know I had this down. That's ridiculous. Okay. I have a repairman coming, so I can't miss. I'm doing this when I shouldn't be. But my phone's right there just in case. So I'll pause the video if I have to. But anyway, okay. I think I've covered everything about him, but let's do this 9 box here, because this is probably the beginning of the day. And then if it goes on for more and more days, or they bring him back in, it'll be revealed here. But the 4 corners also spell out that, yes, it's official. He's scared shitless. And he's going to be distracted all over the place, and he's also going to be proven to be one of Trump's inner circle for quite some time, who grifted off the people just like Trump does. And yes, he will give it up, because look at these cards here. So again, if you're pressed for time, there's the answer there. But it looks to me like this morning, or for the rest of, they're at their noontime break, I guess, or a break. They're at a break. I don't know if it's noontime or lunchtime, but yeah, I guess they took about 11 a.m. break at their time. Anyway, David Pecker will use his team. It's official. He'll use his team because he's scared shitless, and he's worried about losing. He's part of the Trump clan, but also he's worried about losing his security. And that ship has sailed, train has left the station a long time ago. And this is the soul journey he's on. This is just as much this guy's karma as it is Trump's. So David Pecker has this strategy, but it's not going to work, because the judge, this would be Judge Mershon, is probably going to be calling his attorneys up to the bench and not letting them get away with much, just like he's been doing with Trump's attorneys. And David Pecker might think that he has, some control, but he really doesn't. What's below him, it should be something that's of an asset and that helps and supports him. But these cards do not. at all. This expectation card, remember we had that for Trump yesterday, this has him being watched. The scrutiny's right on him. He's unable to really do anything for himself. The only thing he could do was the immunity agreement that he already took, and now he has to give it up, because once you have an immunity agreement, you're under demand. You don't have any power, and you have to answer the questions, under threat of perjury, of course, which is, that's where, what's his name? Weisselberg screwed up. He had the immunity agreement and a plea agreement in place, and then he goes and lies. It's like, what an idiot. So anyway, this whole thing could be delayed with this card. This card can go over, 2 to 3 weeks to 2 to 3 months as far as timing. But things will be revealed. It's just that something's delayed and it takes some time. And that might be the only thing he has going for him, except he's helpless the whole time. He has to wait. He doesn't, he can wish on and dream on, and it's look at this line here. And look, what all these cards up here are weighing down on him, and all these cards behind him are sneaking up behind him, and all he's got is just, his attorneys to talk to, but that's not enough. It's just not enough at all. This will be a painful loss for him. And like I said, yes, very karmic. Very, very karmic, because the foundation that he built his life on is just lies and trash, and just trash. He's like, he's like the vermin. Moving forward during the trial in relationship to him, it will be revealed how much money he has taken in and how much longing and greed that he had going on. And he was part of, the inner circle, like literally spying. It may come out that he has spied on many, many people to get the information that he needed. Spying to get the information, grifting, getting the information, and then blackmailing. And look at this down here. So this is probably what's going to come out. Also, this guy might be a drug abuser and an alcoholic. It's the very real possibility here. And there's that karma. That wheel keeps going until he wants to get off that bus. But the pathway card here tells me that he's going to be tortured with worry and stress for a very long time. And even though once this trial is done and gone, he's still, his reputation, his reputation is always trash anyway, but he's going to be seen even more as just someone who would take money and grift just to feed his coffers, right? And a very selfish man. But definitely, bottom line, I have to say he's going to throw Trump under the bus really hard, because the bus is already on him. The wheels are already on him. He's already under the bus, and he's going to try to get himself out from under. So, let's see. Is there anything else before I close this up? No, just look at all the change, coming through for him. Financial security, home security, all of that. And this card here is just one of the worst. I get this just about every time I think I could say 99% of the time when I read on Trump. This card, just to reiterate before I close this up, is it's like the Nine of Swords in the tarot, but it doesn't go away. It's like the Nine of Swords reversed. It just kind of sticks with you. It has to do with sleepless nights, insomnia, having major, major problems, self-destruction, self-sabotage, demands put upon you where you cannot, you just can't get out from underneath them. And look how it knights over here to courthouse. And the expectation card, these two cards are mirroring here. Yeah, so I'll keep my hands away. Well, if you want to, if anyone wants to take a screenshot and drop in some more info that you get, because I need to go. But yeah, my members at the lessons level, they can read as good as I can. Okay, take good care, you guys. Bye.